Imagine standing in front of a classroom, humiliated by your laughing classmates, all for a failing grade in a language you didn't even know existed. A mocking one scribbled on the top of your Sanskrit language paper. Well, this is all a reality to me, and probably one of the minor challenges I had to face when I moved from the USA to India back in fourth grade. Exposed to a completely new set of faces, cultures, and education, it really questioned my belonging. Understanding my experiences today can help you relate and hopefully overcome any changes that come into your life, no matter how big or small they are. I've lived through these changes firsthand and I've learned to overcome them so I could thrive in my new environment. So today I'm going to share how my move from the USA to India back in fourth grade was one of the biggest turning points in my life, how I struggled, adapted, and overcame them. So let's start with an insight of my life before the move in the United States. Then let's move on to talk about the challenges I faced after the move, and finally how I overcame them. So now for the life I left behind before the move. So growing up in Tracy, California, I lived a very comfortable and familiar lifestyle. My life outside of school was filled with sports, hanging out with family and friends, and basically anything else a 10-year-old would like to do. Life was predictable, and I was surrounded by a family and a community that I really cherished and had known for years. However, life took a completely unexpected turn when I learned that I was going to move to India from the United States. I was filled with a lot of emotions, mainly fear and excitement, but also an uncertainty to what the future holds for me. So my transition to India was anything but smooth, with the initial days being the hardest. I struggled with language barriers, a completely new education system, and cultural differences. Learning two languages in the span of a couple weeks was the least of my worries. And to make the entire situation worse, late nights studying to keep track with academic work made my health very delicate. I often fell ill, and that further put me behind in education. All this constantly left me wondering, will I ever fit in? That sense of belonging that I once had and I took for granted was all I wanted again. Instead of letting these changes and challenges get the better of me, I let them fuel my determination to improve in both my academics and health. With the help of a private tutor and my mother, I caught up in my schoolwork. Although I could see a gradual improvement in my grades, my health took a long time to stabilize. I spent a lot of time playing various sports and getting into physiotherapy, and that not only helped me become more healthy, but it also helped my social life grow. As some of my best friends today are the ones I met through sports. I immersed myself in the local culture, participated in community events, and slowly but surely, India started to feel like home. And you guys might be asking, Rachit, how about your Sanskrit grade? What happened after that experience you mentioned in the beginning of the speech? Well, I'm happy to say a perfect score in my junior exam felt nothing out of the ordinary. With this, let's recap some of the key points of my journey. First, I talked about the life I had before the move back in the United States. Then I went on to discuss the struggles I had to face after the move. And finally, I finished with how I overcame these challenges. The move from the USA to India was the biggest turning point of my life. It challenged me in many ways, but also made me a more outspoken and adaptive person. These hardships made me stronger and taught me that I can succeed even when I'm out of my comfort zone. So my journey only proves that change, no matter the size, only brings opportunities for growth and discovery. So I hope my story inspires you today to bravely embrace change. Thank you.